is this going to be a happy Mariah Carey album? Hi guys, welcome back to my new fave series, Mariah Carey Unlocked. I am going through the entire Mariah Carey discography, and we have arrived at the 1999 album Rainbow, which came out after Butterfly. So we're skipping around a little bit because the last album I covered was Emotions, so please don't get too confused, but we are going from Emotions to Rainbow. So quite a jump from 1991 to 1999. Based on your comments about the upcoming Mariah Carey albums, I do believe they're going to be very different from the music that I've listened to already. Possibly some different genres going on, more poppy, less of that adult contemporary. That seems to be the consensus so far, but honestly, I don't know much going into this album. I haven't seen a lot of comments about this album, so that works out because I don't like to be swayed too much by other people's opinions, especially for reactions. I want it to be my own experience, my own commentary, not swayed by a bunch of other people. So yeah, and in my Emotions reaction, you know, as you all saw, that was my least favorite overall album from her so far, I would say. I will say there's been a couple songs off it that I really didn't think I would go back to that I ended up listening to a lot, so I'm kind of a clown for that, but let's keep going on this journey. So we're starting with a song called Heartbreaker. Okay, yeah, featuring Jay-Z. Of all people. I don't know why I'm so surprised to see all these different features. So yeah, her last couple albums didn't really have many features, but all of a sudden we're kind of getting all these different features. So we have Jay-Z, Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg, a lot of different characters here, and it does make me believe that this is going to be a very different vibe than the previous albums, just looking at those names. But this is coming right after Butterfly, and Butterfly is one of my faves from her so far. So that leads me to believe maybe this will be a really iconic moment, or I don't know, at least just fun to listen to. What's interesting too is that there's two different versions of the song Heartbreaker, one featuring Jay-Z, one featuring Da Brat and Missy Elliott, so I don't know what that's about. The album cover, you know, it's a different vibe than her previous album covers. It's a much happier vibe, okay? She's smiling ear to ear, she still has the wind blowing her hair, and we have the rainbow that is sort of mismatched to her shirt. Like, it's not exactly perfect, but that's okay. And she's wearing underwear, you know? She's free, she's happy, she's blonde, she's Mariah. But without further ado, let's get into Heartbreaker featuring Jay-Z. And we know that Mariah likes to start her albums with bops, so I'm expecting this to be a bop.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's go. Close. Hey, you gotta bounce to this like this. Let's skate.
I don't wanna let go. No, I should. I can't leave you alone. 'Cause you're so disarming and caught up in the mystery.
Right.
Ooh!
The things you wanna do, the way I used to be. Break my heart, break you got the best of me, but I just keep on coming back incessantly.
Incessantly?
I should have known right from the start you'd go and break my heart. Give me a love, give me a love.
There's something so infectious about this already.
Give me a love, give me a love.
I love the gimme your love part, super light, airy. I also immediately noticed the contrast when the song first started between Mariah's like light, soft, airy energy and Jay-Z like hard hitting that deep voice, obviously, just really contrasted interestingly. But now Jay-Z is nowhere to be found, so I'm guessing he'll pop back up later in the song. I love the gimme your love part.
Yeah, we coming back.
It's a shame to be so euphoric and weak when you smile at me. And you tell me the things that you know persuade me to relinquish my love.
Kind of hard to tell what she's saying, but I love the flow of this so much.
The things you wanna do, the way I used to do. Break my
hard hitting as I thought it would be. It's just kind of flowy and vibey.
I'm almost ready. Okay. Alright, yeah. She wanna shop with Jay, play box with Jay. She wanna pillow fight in the middle of the night. She wanna drive my Benz with 5 of her friends. She wanna creep past the block, spying again, fight with lame chicks, blow my day. She wanna inspect the rest, kick me to the.
I feel like I'm just gonna be vibing and bobbing my head this whole time.
Rub up in the movies, access to the old crib, keys to the new. She wanna answer the phone, tattoo her arm. That's when I got it. Call me Heartbreaker. When we apart, it makes her want a piece of paper. Scribble down, I hate ya. But she knows she love Jay because she love everything Jay say Jay does. And
Heartbreaker, you got the best of me, but I just keep on incessantly.
I love the chorus. Why is it so catchy?
From the start that you go and break my heart.
I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. Vibiest song ever written? Potentially? We are getting the whistle notes. Okay, I'm clocking it. She manages to slip one in even the songs you wouldn't expect.
But I just keep on coming back incessantly. I should have known right from the start. You go and break my heart. Give me
Act straight.
give me
It's
a
a
love.
rap.
Give me a love.
Oh my god, wait! No, I wasn't ready for that song to be over, even though it was almost 5 minutes. And this is why I love to specify that, like, the length of a song doesn't matter. The content of the song is what matters, because people get so mad when I say I thought a song that was 5 minutes long dragged, but it's not because of the length of the song. It's because of the content in the song. If the song is not, in my opinion, good, it's a long 5-minute song, right? But that was a 5-minute song that I felt was too short. I really liked that. Okay, that was like so effing vibey. There was something so infectious about the groove of it and just the way it pulled you in and just kept you there. Chill, but also catchy at the same time. It was kind of hard to tell what she was saying, and I think like the way that the song was made with like the different production layers, I don't know that it was like my favorite thing in the world, especially with like the Jay-Z feature and everything going on. It did feel a bit busy at times, but I really like the overall vibe and just like the feeling of it. I like the rap even. I don't know. I don't always love like rap features, but I will say that for the most part, Mariah's features and like especially her rap features, I usually don't really mind them. So yeah, I really liked it. That was a good start to the album. Relatable lyrics, you know. You are a heartbreaker and I can't stay away from you. I know I should, but I simply can't. Just a fun way to open the album, you know? Okay, the next one's called Can't Take That Away. Mariah's theme, whatever that means. I know she did not just go from the first song to strings. Like, is she a Disney princess? Because honestly, she should be. So magical. I feel like I'm in an enchanted forest.
They can say anything they want to say, try to bring me down, but I will not allow anyone to succeed, hanging clouds over me. But I refuse to falter in what I believe, because there's a light in me that shines brightly.
So true.
They can try, but they can't take that away from me.
You hear the layering, you hear the harmonies, and I know it's her doing her own freaking harmonies because she's that cool and iconic. Shut the fuck up. I need to stop talking. The harmonies over top of the piano. Girl.
Oh, they can do anything they want to you if you let them, but they won't ever win if you cling to your pride. I have learned there's an inner peace I own, oh I won't be afraid, and the darkness will fade, 'cause there's a light in me that shines brightly. Yes, they can
Love the runs.
from me. They can't take this precious love. Certainly the Lord will guide me where I need to go.
Woo!
They can't say anything they want to say. Try to break me down, I will rise and unleash, sailing out of their reach. Oh Lord, they do try.
Take me somewhere.
That I don't matter at all, but I refuse to falter, 'cause there's a light in me that shines brightly. Yes, they can try, but they can't take that away from
So precious. So precious. How do we go from Heartbreaker to that song? Okay, that's my main question. How are you gonna go from one vibe to the other like that? I felt like that song, Can't Take That Away, was like a Disney princess ballad. Especially the first half of the song, you know, coming in with those strings and that piano and those harmonies. It was so magical. I felt like I was in an enchanted forest and she was like summoning all the animals to come forth. And it was a really pretty song. Felt kind of like a warm hug of hope. Yeah, I love the message. Obviously, it's like pretty straightforward, but you can't take my light away from me. You can take a lot of things. You can hate me all you want, but you know, I do have something inside of me that cannot be taken away, and that is my light. So I appreciated that. Yeah, that was really pretty. Obviously the strings, girl, the harmonies, like I ate that shit up. I was not expecting that off this album. You know, once we got Heartbreaker, I make a lot of assumptions based on the first song of an album. Like, I don't mean to, but the first song on the album really creates the vibe, right? So I'm like, okay, like we're leaving all of the strings and long drawn out vocals in the past. We're just here for a fun time. And then she switched it up with that, which I was not expecting. So I already feel like this could be kind of an unexpected journey if it continues being like this. But the next song is called Bliss. Okay, I am feeling like Mariah's in her happy era. At least the last song, she kept talking about how she's at peace, like she's happy, she's fulfilled. Again, you can hate me, like people are still coming against me, saying things about me, but it's not affecting me, right? I have this inherent value, this inherent peace. So I'm curious if that message is going to continue. The birds are here. She summoned them. Freaking Snow White. It sounds like waking up in 2014. If you know, you know.
Touch me, baby. You feel so amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
And you make me want you more and more. What do I do? What do I say? Does it feel good? Do you this way? I wanna be all that you need. Boy, what's your fantasy? Take it down low, baby, get high. Oh, you my love.
My God. immersive, like such an immersive feeling she's creating. So the whistle note's like part of the song. It's fully in there. I mean, obviously a whistle note is always part of the song, but like it's part of the chorus. There's like a synth or something in the background that's kind of giving me like spacey alien vibes. Picturing her on the mic, like doing a whistle note, completing it, stepping away for a sec, and then going right back into it. As the whistle note progresses, it sounds like there's some auto-tune being added, like the longer it goes on. And that adds this like spacey alien sci-fi vibe to the song, which is kind of interesting. There's like kind of a crack in her voice too, which is adds some character to it, you know? This is a 7-layer cake. Delicious. It's a delicious song. Delectable. Ain't nobody who can compare to you. See all of my love for you. I just thought of Janet Jackson, so. Oh, we're not there yet. How Much featuring Usher. That was another almost 6-minute song that I was ready to just vibe to for even longer than the song went on. I really liked that one. That was like my favorite so far. It was very sultry. I think what I'm learning more and more is that I really do love like a classy, sensual song. Like a really just classy love song. And I felt like that was a great example of one. I think I just really love songs at the end of the day, and a song like that is so romantic, it is so lovey-dovey. I'm kind of here for it. The whistle note was obviously a main character in the song. Like, it pretty much lasted almost the entire length of the song, which I do think people told me about that, but I just forgot like which song it was a part of. But people did warn me, like, there's a song on Rainbow that has a whistle note almost throughout the entire song. So I'm guessing that's what you were referring to. That gave it, again, I felt like a sci-fi vibe almost. Like, I don't know if I'm just making that up, but that's how I felt. Like, it kind of had this sci-fi undertone, but mainly just so beautiful. I loved the vocals and just so vibey, right? Just so infectious. I feel that way already about all these songs. They've been so like just infectiously vibey. And I already feel like this is gonna be one of her most eclectic albums just based on the first 3 tracks. I mean, we've had 3 completely different messages, completely different headspaces that she's writing from. And then we also have 3 entirely different songs sonically. So I feel like this is gonna be super interesting, very unexpected. I feel like all the songs so far, as I'm listening, I can't really expect where exactly they're going to go, which makes it a more interesting listen. So the next song is called How Much featuring Usher, who I haven't heard a lot from, but obviously he had a couple bangers that I listened to back in junior high, like OMG and stuff like that. I can't remember the other titles.
Just how much I love you. Have you ever felt lonely when you know you gotta leave me? That's how much I love you.
The way I feel for you, I can't describe.
It's almost too intense to verbalize.
Oh, their voices together.
Basically, each day I need you more.
Her voice is a little bit nasally.
Oh, remember, baby.
That's how much I love you.
All I need in this life to see is me and my boyfriend.
And my girl.
Have you ever felt
That's how much I love you.
me, my boyfriend?
Why does she go so good at picking features? I just feel like her features always really complement the song well and like complement her voice well too. Like I love Usher's voice with Mariah's voice in this track. I am like never mad at the features. And I'm not like a feature person. I'm not like always in love with collaborations, but I never ever mind the artists that she incorporates.
Underestimate my love and me. I fall and fall for you day after day.
It's interesting how she's going from like these very tight, contained vocals, like it is kind of giving me a nasally vibe, to opening up her voice and doing like these very open vocals. It's interesting. Like, again, it just shows that she's in control of her voice. It's intentional, right? Probably she's trying to do a certain tonality. So it's just something I'm noticing is like the woman has 10 million different voices at times.
You don't gotta waste your time. Don't waste your time. You gotta look for me. I should look around. Sugar. You don't have to worry.
It's a bit repetitive at this point. I'm kind of like, okay.
All I gotta have in my life is just me and my girlfriend. When you roll around the world, and you impress you with never, baby. That's how much I love you.
See, that was a 3-minute song and I felt like it went on too long because it was very repetitive. I didn't feel like the melodies were as strong or it was like as catchy and infectious as the previous songs. So I kind of lost interest quickly. I did like how they sounded together. You know, I didn't mind it, but I was kind of ready to move on. The next one's called After Tonight. See, the vibe changes are inevitable.
As your body moves with mine, it's like I'm lifted out of time and time again.
I feel like this could be on Daydream. I kind of feel like I'm on a magic carpet again, which is how I felt during that album.
I waited for this moment to arrive. After tonight, will you remember how sweet and tenderly you reach for me and pull me closer? Will you return to love me after tonight begins to fade?
Give me a transition.
Caressing me, these feelings are all I.
Caressing is a great word she just used. And I feel like her vocals are caressing me. Like, not to sound weird, but like her vocals are literally touching my soul. And that's why I love this type of song so much. Like, is this my favorite song she's ever done? No, but like she's just getting me with the vocal freaking delivery that I talk about way too much. But I'm gonna talk about it again in case you haven't seen my other videos. I talk about her vocals all the time. So yeah, and she's just caressing me with her voice. Like, she really is. It gets under your freaking skin or something. I'm just like,
From your sweet lips, it's like I'm lifting out of time alone.
I have no thoughts, just vibes.
The way I feel when I'm in your eyes. After tonight, how sweet and tenderly you reached for me. After you go, after you
after night turns to day? Real. That's a real question, you know, unfortunately. Ooh, I love this.
Time and time again, so patiently I wait.
I almost wish that guitar or ukulele or whatever stringed instrument that is would make more of an appearance in the song, like would be more of a main focus, because I love it so much. I think it adds like such a unique flair and element to the song that in other parts of the song it feels like it's lacking something. Like I like the vibe, but I'm just kind of missing something a little bit, and I think that is the missing piece. So I wish that was like more consistent in the song.
Before this moment,
Immediately goes back to floating through space. I'm in the clouds. This is what I needed. Give me a gorgeous stringed instrument solo. I don't know what instrument it is. She's still going. Nice. Nice song. I liked it. Do I think it's like the best one on the album so far? No, but I did like it. I like the vibe. I like the softness. Obviously, I was just floating in the clouds. Like, I felt like I was going on a magic carpet ride, just like Daydream. Like, it had the same kind of feeling to me. Lyrically, I feel like all the songs so far are super straightforward, so I'm not saying as much about that. But the next song is called Ex-Girlfriend, so I'm pretty excited about this one. And then we're going into the other version of Heartbreaker. She said, pick up the pace.
Ex-girlfriend is true, but when you had him, your thing didn't work. But he's on my now, so stop pursuing him before you get your feelings hurt. See, our love is hot, and no, it won't stop, cause I got him on lock. And although he rejects you, it don't send you a picture, cause you just keep trying to get with.
The message to the ex-girlfriend.
Hanging up the phone, I know. Why you sit inside? Love me
Oh my god, I'm getting into the Mariah trance again. I just want to make it known. It's been a minute since I've like gotten into this trance, but this album is really bringing me back to that. I just want to close my eyes and like almost fall asleep because of how into the music I get. Like, people make rude comments about how I've yawned in previous videos. It's because she has this way of like getting you into this infectious groove, and her vocals are so soothing as well that you just want to fall asleep. It's not because I'm bored. It's not because I'm disrespecting her. It's because I get so in that trance. And so we're back to that.
Whatever your name is, I'm really not amused. Cause the things you do are very offensive and sometimes straight up rude.
The verses, like her vocals are really interesting.
Really care, so don't keep calling me.
This song is like low-key really funny. She's like, the things you do are offensive and rude, so stop because he's mine.
You keep calling
One of the catchiest ones, right? One of the boppiest so far. Again, wild to think about the fact that we were just listening to Bliss and now we're listening to this. she's so versatile with her voice, especially on this album. It's like, it feels sometimes like there's a feature or something. Like when this bridge started, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a feature. I look over and it's just her. So she is really mixing up like the vocal tone on this album a lot, I would say. Or maybe I'm just paying more attention to it. I don't know.
Our love's too strong for you to penetrate. It's too late. It's not your baby no more.
Give it up, girl. Put the X in ex-girlfriend.
See, it's not gonna get better. You don't listen. Stop trying. It's not gonna get better. He's not yours anymore. Don't you know? You gotta let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
That was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. The lyrics were funny to me. Like, you're rude, you're offensive, go away, he's not your man anymore. Even just the chorus, ex-girlfriend, like, find you a new man. I found that to be rather funny. It was a little bop, you know? It was a little bop. I enjoyed it. Probably the catchiest so far, especially that chorus was really catchy. Don't have that much more to say about it. But the next one is Heartbreaker, again, featuring Da Brat and Missy Elliott. So no Jay-Z this time, but it is the same exact title, so I'm very curious.
Blazing hip hop and R&B, DJ Clue, Desert Storm, New Mariah, often imitated, never duplicated.
Whatever. We can't do it like this.
WCLUE.
Just play the record.
Wait, I need more talking bits from her. That was so cute. And I realized, like, she doesn't do enough of those little moments.
Guess who's back in the house with two big tick old bitties for your mouth. Heartbreaker, so death and Clue hits in the make. Oh, guess who's driving the 500 like yippee-yi, yippee-yo, yay. When I talk smack, y'all better skip back.
Well, your love's so good, I don't wanna let go.
So this is a totally different song, right?
'Cause you're so deep, you're something I'm caught up in the
Oh my God.
when I do the things you want me to, the way you still
Wait, is it the same? I've only listened to the other song one time, so forgive me if I'm missing something, but I'm confused.
make my heart break. You got the best of me, but I just keep on coming silly.
Okay, so it's the same.
When you game on.
Oh my God, I love this song. Like, you know when you listen to a song one time and you're like, okay, yeah, I like that song. And then you listen to it another time and you're like, I underestimated how much I like that song. That's how I feel about Heartbreaker. I love this. I freaking love this. This is a freaking banger, is it not? Missy Elliott came in hot. Da Brat is probably gonna make an appearance soon. I'm kind of impressed.
Give me some real love, need some love.
It's different, right? Like the verses are different. I don't know. I'm done guessing.
Give me some real love. Give me some real love.
I could shake my...
When I met you that night, baby,
Ooh, girl.
I didn't know it wouldn't last.
I'm gonna mention the second verse Supremacy because I've noticed it on this album too. She comes in hot with the second verse. Her vocals are more urgent in the second verse as well, which makes it pop. Like, we're popping off with the second verse Supremacy.
I give my love to your heart now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry, I got too excited there. Let's listen to it again.
I give my love to your heart now.
It's a disgustingly amazing note.
See, I'm never let go.
Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah.
So many layers again.
Well, if the brat gave a f about it, my heart would be broke. Should've known you were starstruck when I let you stroke. I gave you my heart and you broke it again. I'm a fool when you smile at me, I'm convinced. I get caught up in you and I just can't resist. I know you lied to me, it just drives me nuts. This one kiss could persuade me to believe you bluffed. I wish love was dollars, cause money ain't a thing. Illuminati and MC, move the party. I got a ready to play somebody.
I think I'm listening to the clean version.
I'ma heartbreak you, lay you flat on your back. You really don't know, so I'd advise you not to trust me, yo.
Baby,
I'm gonna break your heart. Okay, I'm a little switcheroo.
Be sweating you consistently, baby, baby, good thing. So why you make love to me, you crazy, baby?
Gaslighting.
He used to lie me on my back, take that. He used to have me in the sack, legs back. I keep it stiff like wood, baby. So if you wanna keep a good lady.
Oh, Debrat is a girl. Okay, I thought it was a man. Shout out Debrat. Incessantly. That's my favorite whole freaking part of the album. Like, just her saying incessantly is my favorite thing. Oh my god, absolute bop of the century in my eyes, okay? I liked that version maybe even better. Like, I loved those features. And I can't even stress, like, I'm not a rap person. I know, we all know this by now. But if you're new, you might not know. I don't listen to a lot of rap music. And sometimes when there's a rap feature, I just can't get into it. But my god, she picks her features appropriately. They always have a moment, a full moment to like make themselves known. They add so much character to the song itself. I am highly impressed with both Debrat and Missy Elliott on that track. Missy Elliott was someone I've heard of before, but Debrat was new to me, and she absolutely slayed the game. Anyway, amazing features are happening right now. And honestly, I was like, I don't need another version of Heartbreaker until I heard it. And then I knew that I did need that version. Okay, the next one's called Vulnerability. It's an interlude, so I feel like we're gonna slow things down again. We are just on the freaking roller coaster rainbow ride of Mariah once again. The wind? Is that you? It's giving alien abduction again.
I should have known that you, right from the start, that you go and break, knowing I want my heart so vulnerable.
Yeah. It's the way that it was one sentence and it still got me in my feels. She said, I should have known right from the start that you'd go and break my heart, knowing I was so vulnerable. One line, but I really connected to it because of some things going on in my personal life, okay? And I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but if you get it, you get it. You know, if you feel it, you feel it. And I felt that. Short, sweet, and to the point. Also kind of random to come right after Heartbreaker. I mean, I guess it makes sense because Heartbreaker is like, I knew you'd break my heart, but I couldn't stay away. And then to transition, like, I knew you'd break my heart. I was so vulnerable. And yet, I still fell for it. Like, I'm sure other people relate to that, but like, you know that someone is going to break your heart. Like, you actively know that it's not going to work out for whatever reason, but you continue to pour your energy into them, and then it doesn't work out, and you're heartbroken. And you knew it was coming, but it didn't stop it from hurting. I don't know, man. But we're going into Against All Odds, Take a Look at Me Now, which sounds like a very triumphant song, right? Like, take a look at me now. Against all odds, I'm here. So kind of interesting to go from Heartbreaker into Vulnerability, especially after Ex-Girlfriend and Bliss. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. I feel like this is kind of like all the different emotions through a relationship and then a breakup, and maybe you're kind of reflecting back on the relationship, so maybe there's a love song that comes after the breakup song because you're like thinking about how great it was to be with that person, and then all of a sudden you're back to the heartbreak, and I don't know, does that make sense? Like, it's kind of like a roller coaster of healing through a breakup and stuff, so I don't know. But the next one, Against All Odds. Excuse me? Whiplash.
How can I just let you walk away when I stand here taking every breath with you? You're the only one who really knows
to stop you from breaking my heart.
You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me, just the memory of your face now. There's just an empty space, and that's what I've got to face.
Oh!
I wish I could just make you turn around and see me cry. Say to you, take a look at me now. There's just an empty space.
I was so confused because I knew the melody of the song and I knew the lyrics. I looked it up. It's actually a Phil Collins song. That must be the version that I had heard, and she's doing a cover of it. Really interesting. I forget that she loves to do covers on every album, I believe. And this is a good song to incorporate on this album. You know, it's really pretty. And it does go along with the lyrics on the rest of the album too. It's like well placed.
Just the memory of your face. So take a look at me now.
I need the Mariah-ified vocals.
Take a good look at me now, 'cause I'll still be standing here, and you coming back to me. Here's a gas all on, there's no chance I've got to die. Hey, yeah.
I have no idea what she just said during that bridge. Did not make out a single word. Yes, Mariah. Yes. I really liked that cover being put on this album. Again, I think the transition from Heartbreaker to Vulnerability to Against All Odds like really made sense. Like that whole little pocket made sense. It felt like an album. Like the first few songs on this album, like no offense, but it didn't really feel like an album. Felt like 3 songs she kind of Frankensteined together in some sort of like conjoined sister moment and put on this album. But those 3 tracks were like, I don't know, just flowed so nicely, felt like they made freaking sense, you know, in the lyrical context of a heartbreak. And like, you were the only one who knew me, and I knew you were gonna break my heart, but I let you do it because I couldn't resist you. And now here we are. Yeah, it's hitting. It is hitting, unfortunately. Her voice was kind of like a little bit broken, but it was a little bit weak. But I think that was, you know, intentional, or if it wasn't intentional, it at least made sense in the song, right? To like give her the effect of like really feeling that heartbreak. I do think everything she does vocally is probably intentional. You know, maybe she had just been crying or something and that's when she recorded it. Like, I know she is not a weak vocalist. So when I say that, that is an outlier. Like, she has a very strong voice, but in that song, it felt like there was something else going on. The next song is called Crybaby featuring Snoop Dogg. So I am wondering how the heck we're gonna go from those 3 tracks that were so like in her feels to all of a sudden a number with Snoop Dogg. I am very curious.
Yo, what's happening? What you crying for? Now you know you look too damn good to be crying.
Suddenly he's healing me from all my heartbreak.
When I think of our untimely end and everything we could have made, I cry, baby, I cry.
Wait, why am I kind of living for this synth or whatever?
And I still can't sleep. Took some medicine, but it's not working. So he's head over heels, but it ain't that deep. I finally changed my number, got a different page. Then I Saturday, yeah, cause I called to say you're trying to reach.
Crybaby supremacy?
What? Like a little child wandering round alone in my new
Dry your eyes, dry your eyes.
This flow?
Petals so that he won't know. I still cry, baby, over you.
Oh my
Baby, don't cry, baby, don't cry.
God.
By the stereo, I'm suppressing the tears, but they start to fly. know. Cause the next song I hear is a song I wrote when we first got together. Early that September, I can't bear to listen, so I might as well drift in the kitchen for another.
It's the flow is like never ending with this song. Oh my god.
And my new friends on my mind.
Baby, don't cry. Baby, don't cry.
So that you won't know
this has to be the best song on the album so far. Okay, I'm actually not playing around about this song. This is insane. We haven't even gotten to Snoop Dogg's part yet, so I hope he is worth the wait. But oh my gosh, every line really feels like it makes an impact too.
Baby, hear me when I say, let that man be on his way. Don't even waste your time, don't even waste your time. Watch how I handle things.
Too fly to be crying.
Dog, I'm cool with this, we doing this. D-O-double-G-C-Y. It's the girls that make them cry.
It's so light and airy and pretty. The melodies are the best on the album so far in this song. And here's the thing too, you're not allowed to have a verse that is that cool and flowy and infectious and like line after line it just melts into the next and then go into like this light, airy, beautiful chorus. Like that's actually illegal and she should be under arrest.
Why is it bothering me?
That ain't right.
We've all been there, girl. Crying in the middle of the night. Thinking of everything we used to be. Yeah, she's reflecting back like we had it so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I gotta get me some sleep.
Dry your eyes, no, baby, don't cry.
Dry your eyes now, baby. He's like consoling her through the song. It's like a duet of her crying and him consoling her.
I still cry.
Dry your eyes.
This might be one of my favorite Mariah songs I've ever heard in my life.
D-O-double-G-C.
D-O-double-G-C. Oh my god. I'm not okay. That was the best song on the album so far, okay? Or at least one of them. I'm not trying to like get into an argument about it, but like that was so effing good. I don't even know where to begin. The flow, the harmonies toward the end, the way it unfolded and unveiled itself, the duet of him being like, don't cry, and her being like, well, I am gonna cry. 10 out of 10 out of 10. Like 10 million out of 10. I have no other words except for absolute perfection. The next song is called Did I Do That?
Did I do that? I hope when you hear this song that you're happy with somebody new. You can call my own, and I hope it impart to you.
I think that was too many harmonies, even for me. Just kind of disjointed harmonies.
We can't stop. You can't stop. Can't stop now. We can't stop.
Don't you know that you seem just a little crazy? Am I trusting intimacy? But you threw it away, just threw it away. When I think of you, I just laugh.
Oh, she's moving on. She's healing. She's like, you weren't worth my time.
You would never do. You
Rhapsodize. She said that in another song too.
Love plays you for you.
She loves rhapsodize, that word. I've never even heard of it before. Mariah. She will teach you new vocab words. She will be your teacher.
Your crew is so immature. Conversations painfully weak.
When she goes into her flow, like, it's insane. Like, the vocal delivery in her flows. Because it's been a minute since I've had, like, this type of flow from her, right? I've been into the adult contemporary albums where it's been, like, the long, drawn-out singing vocals. Less so, like, the talky, rappy singing. And, oh my gosh, like, the flows are insane. I just love her delivery of every single word. It just really hits.
It was my illusion of you being somehow destined for me.
Yes! It was all an illusion, but now I know the reality doesn't match.
And the things you would never
She's actually kind of coming for me with a lot of these lyrics on this album.
get caught up in the high till your senses return to you. I really hope when you hear this song that you know it was meant for you. Though you're
Interesting choice.
trying to do the best you can do.
Like, I don't know how I feel about that part. Or this part. This is just too jarring to fit in with the rest of the song, in my opinion.
We can't stop now.
Give that, like, sneaky vibe. Yeah, she's like, I've done all these stupid things since I was in love. Like, did I really do that? Looking back and just feeling shame and embarrassment. I really am relating. I really am. Don't blame me. Love made me crazy. Till your sense returns to you, and I'm like, what? It's almost like you're sobering up, right? Like, what did I just do last night? Oh my god, wait. Why was that one low-key a banger too? I'm really liking this album. I feel like it's probably really obvious, but damn, I am really loving this low-key. I mean, we're like 11 songs in. There's really not been a bad song in my eyes. There's been a couple that have, you know, maybe not been as strong as the others, but I'm loving this. Like, I had no expectations going into this. Not as many people have like commented about this album, so I kind of assumed it was like a sleeper. Like, either no one likes it or it's bad. I actually assumed it was bad. But I'm really vibing with it, I must say. And that one was vibey. There were some elements present that I wasn't a huge fan of, but overall, loved when she got into her flow. The chorus, like, just infectious as all hell. And I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep while I'm listening to it because it's so in that pocket of like the groove is just undeniable. Okay, the next one's called Petals. So this is kind of a cute title. More like practical sound effects. I'm asleep. She just has some effect on me. Okay, she's a Disney princess again.
I've often wondered if there's ever been a perfect family. I've always longed for undividedness and sought stability. A flower taught me how to pray, but as I grew, that flower changed. And I miss you, dandelion, and even love you. But it hurts me every time I try to touch you.
Ooh.
But I miss you, dandelion, and even love you.
Is this about her mother? A flower taught me how to pray, but as I grew, that flower changed. So it sounds like she's talking about someone in her family that taught her the ways of life and then kind of changed into something she didn't resonate with anymore. I don't know, or maybe she's talking about like a previous version of herself. I don't know, but this is so pretty. Every song that I like comes next, I'm like, what in the actual hell is happening? Like, I just was not expecting the album to be this much something I enjoyed. Again, because no one freaking talks about this album. So am I gonna have to like speak up on the behalf of this album and like raise my voice and say that it's underrated? Because I will do it. I will freaking do it.
Did it towards a patriarch so young, predictably. I was resigned to spend my life within a maze of misery.
I gravitated towards a patriarch. I was resigned to spend my life within a maze of misery. This is obviously the most poetic song so far.
A boy and girl befriended me. We bonded through despondency. And I miss you, little sis and little brother.
She estranged from her siblings.
And I hope you realize I'll always love you. So many I consider closest to me. Turned on a dime and sold me, although that knife was chipping away at me. They turned their eyes away and went home to sleep.
So many I considered closest to me turned on a dime and sold me. I think her sister literally put her up for human trafficking or something. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think she sold her somehow. So I think maybe that's what she was referring to. Definitely is talking about her family trauma, obviously. And this is a heavy one, but it's so pretty.
I missed a lot of life, but I recovered. Though I know you really like to see me suffer.
Jeez.
You and I forgive each other. 'Cause I miss you all the time. I really loved you. I guess I loved you, yeah.
So much heartbreak in just that line. I really loved you.
To preserve my sanity. I'm distracted.
The storm, it's storming. Just like the relationship turned from rain to storm, and then it transitioned into rainbow. Sorry, I totally talked over that transition, so I'll play it again. And what comes after a storm? A rainbow. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I have absolutely no words for how beautiful the song Petals was. Once we reach the second half of the album, my expectations are lowered for some reason because I expect like the best songs to be on the first half. That's just like something I always expect, even though I'm often wrong. But I would consider that personally like one of the best tracks on the album. I thought it was just absolutely stunning from start to finish. And I think going into it not expecting it to be this like gorgeous ballad. Like I heard the title Petals and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like maybe she'll talk about a flower. And then it just gutted me. Like it was so beautiful. It was so heartbreaking. But now we're getting into the title track, Rainbow. Interlude. Interesting that the title track is an interlude. Also interesting that it's coming right after, you know, such a heartbreaking song. I'm guessing this is going to be maybe a more hopeful song.
I know there is a rainbow to get beyond my sorrow. Thunder precedes the sunlight, so I'll be alright. Find that rainbow's
like hitting me right in the freaking feels. Sci-fi synthesizers back. I needed that message. Like, again, it was so short and sweet and to the point, but I just really needed that message of like, thunder precedes the sorrow. Like, you will get through it, because obviously when you're in the midst of something really, really painful and like really, really gutting, you don't feel like there's a rainbow. You don't feel like there's any type of light at the end of the tunnel. I have been going through an experience that feels like that myself. I'm like, I keep saying to like friends and family, like, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel of this. And that song made me believe, even if it was just for a moment, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Thunder precedes the sunlight, and I just really needed that message. Yeah, the interludes are so, like, they just get you out of nowhere, because how are we gonna go from like a fun number like Heartbreaker all over the place, a fun number like Ex-Girlfriend, and then have these like gut-wrenching interludes that just tell you exactly what you need to hear, especially if you're going through any type of like heartbreak or painful situation. Like, I just don't understand. This woman is so eclectic and versatile on this album. Like, it should be studied. The amount of emotional ups and downs I've gone through, like, is wild, and that's typical of any of her albums, but this one especially is feeling even more like an emotional roller coaster than any other album from her. We're on the last track, believe it or not. It is called Thank God I Found You, featuring Joe and 98 Degrees. I feel like I've heard of 98 Degrees, but I haven't heard of Joe. Most Mariah opening to a song I've ever heard.
Separate myself from you after so much suffering, so cold inside. I felt like dying until you saved my life. Thank God I found you. I was lost without you. Every wish and every dream somehow became.
So she either found another love interest or just someone who made her feel hopeful about the future. You brought the sunlight after the suffering.
There's nothing in this world I'm gonna to ensure your happiness. I'll cherish every part of you. If you're keeping me warm each and every night, I'll be alright. My life.
Very hopeful note to end the album on. It shows that we were destined to shine over the rain to appreciate the gift of what we have. So she's like, yeah, in hindsight, I was destined to go through the pain so that I would appreciate the light on the other side. And yeah, I think that's a good perspective to have. And it's hard to have that perspective sometimes when we're in the midst of the pain, and hindsight's 20/20. But that's kind of a beautiful message. I'm not gonna lie. This is like, it's kind of a beautiful message.
My baby, I'm so thankful I found you.
Whispering. It was a nice wrap up to the album. It wasn't my favorite song off the album though. Unfortunately, it was probably one of my least favorites. But it was, a hopeful way to end the album, and I thought the message was really nice. I cannot believe how much I like this album. I think anytime I come into an album with like no expectations is when I have the best experiences, because my expectations are lowered. I'm not expecting that much, so when it exceeds my expectations, it really exceeds my expectations, and that's exactly exactly how I felt about this album. It exceeded my expectations in every way. I think this might be one of my favorite Mariah albums I've heard thus far. It's always hard to say after a first listen, but I just really loved this album. I loved the ballads. I loved the bops. I felt like there wasn't much that I didn't like. You know, there was a couple tracks that weren't standouts for me, I guess, as much as others, but I just really, really enjoyed this. This was so fun and also like beautiful to listen to. Mariah's music is just, it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful that I vibe with it. Really, truly I am, because it's just such a joy to experience. Like, I will be honest, I don't like go back and listen to all of her albums like over and over again like I do with other artists. There's been some albums that I've gone back to from her and some that I haven't, and it also just depends on my mood and everything. But regardless of that, like, I love listening to her albums for the first time. Like, it is such a magical experience, and this was no different. Like, I think this might be one of my favorite listening experiences so far, as far as like first listens of her albums, which is really saying a lot because I always enjoy the journey. But I think, again, just not having expectations and then being like, wow, this was a very eclectic album. I felt like it was total emotional whiplash. Like, the track list was laid out in a way that was just very interesting. Like, especially the first half, I felt like I was just being taken from one emotion to the next very abruptly. When we got into the second half of the album, I feel like that flowed better and like made more sense in the storyline. But when you're going through like a heartbreak or something, the healing process isn't linear. And I think in that case, it can make sense that it was kind of an emotional whiplash, because if you're trying to get over a breakup or another painful event in your life, like, the healing process is kind of like emotional whiplash. One day you feel like you're totally fine and you've moved on from the person. The next day you could be crying in bed for 5 hours. And then the next day after that, you could be furious at the situation. Like, it's a journey, you know, it's a process. It is not linear. It is not straight. I know that from experience. You know, maybe that was her intention, to make it feel like healing after a breakup, where your emotions are just all over the place and you can't really figure out how to feel. And sometimes the happy songs or like the happy emotions can kind of mask pain underneath. So like, you might be dancing around in your kitchen and feel like you finally moved on, but 5 seconds later you're crying on your couch, and it turns out you weren't actually happy and healed. You were just masking something underneath. So maybe the bops were kind of to mask the pain that she was in, because clearly there was a lot of pain there. We heard it in the interludes, in the song Petals. Like, there was some deep rooted pain that is going to take a lot of time to heal from. You know, it's not something you can just easily move on from in a day. I don't know, but I really like this album. Please do let me know if you are also a fan of this album, or if you're a hater, you know, that's okay too. But I do have some beef with you, and I will defend this album because I think it's great. So thank you so much for watching once again and joining me for a very fun and emotional journey. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.